What is going on, comic book community? Welcome to an episode of Josh's Comics. Today, I'm going to be showing off a haul. I went to my first ever Facebook Marketplace find. Gentleman was selling about 1,000 books, he said, all ranging from $2 from 1980 over to 2017. I made out pretty good. I spent only $20 for about, I think, 11 books, and then I found some pretty big keys, so stay tuned to find out what I found on this next episode of Josh's Comics. Alright guys, so let's jump right into the haul. Pretty much the story goes, I've been going on Facebook Marketplace, and you can find some good deals on there from time to time. And last Monday, there was a post of 6 or 7 photos of long boxes, short boxes, and clear plastic bins with comics. The caption, or the details the gentleman put, was that he had about 1,000 comics for sale. I think it was like $3 a book, or if you buy 10 books, you get them for $2 a piece, something like that. And the only thing that really caught my eye was he had a Spawn number 9, and he had a few copies of that. So I'm thinking, okay, there might be some value in these comics. I messaged him on Monday. I didn't hear back from him until Tuesday. And he said Wednesday he was free. That's great. I'm off on Wednesdays too. He said message him earlier during the day Wednesday. He'll give me the address. I show up. Great. Fast forward, about 7 other people got into the collection before I did. When I showed up, I was by myself. The whole time I was hunting, I was by myself. But he did say that some people picked up like almost $1,800 worth of stuff, and I didn't see much missing, but there were definitely runs of value keys that were missing that I think, were already picked clean. But I still looked through, and I found some great books. And I'm going to tell you a funny story at the end. Since this is my first Facebook Marketplace, going out in the wild for real, not just to a comic book shop or an antique store, but going out to the wild, into an actual, hunting thing. But anyway, so I went out. He had one little garage with about 12 long boxes, and then he had a shed with about maybe 12 short boxes, and then on his patio he had bins, and he had an actual bin or two of keys. But I'm just going to show you what we got, starting off with some of the stuff that I saw. They're not keys. I thought they were, but they weren't. But so starting off, and remind you, what you're going to see, everything I picked up came out to a total of $20. Right here, it's the New Avengers, issue 26. I actually already have a copy of this, and I thought it was a key, but it's not. But it's a Great Scarlet Witch cover. I said, why not? A lot of his collection was bagged, but not boarded. Here, he had a almost complete run of Thor, God of Thunder. For some reason, I thought issue 18 was a key. I don't think it is at all, but still, it's a great cover. And a lot of this stuff, even though it was only bagged and not boarded, it's in pretty good shape. I mean, high 9s for sure. I mean, maybe even 9-8 candidates. Here, he had a Miss Marvel number 15. He did have a Miss Marvel number 16. I think he was asking like $30 or $40 for it, but I don't think it was that high value. It wasn't in good shape. Now we're moving into the keys. All these books that you're gonna see here on out are keys. Some small keys, but some big keys. Issue number 11 of Daredevil, the Marvel Knights, and this is the 3rd appearance of Echo. Obviously, her first and second appearances were not there. Whether they were already picked or not, I don't know, or if they already sold for a long time. But still great to pick that up. I think that currently is like a $15, $20 book. This is at least a $20 book, I know for sure. Superman Bloodsport, this first appearance of Bloodsport. might see him again in the DCU. We'll have to see. I already picked up another copy, but it's always great to have extras. And this is actually a pretty sharp copy. Another nice key, and I only know this from James of Mint Hunter Comics because he was selling a copy and he said it was a key, and I memorized it for some reason. Probably because of the all-white cover, but White Tagger #1. Yeah, that's going to be kind of hard to see. This is going for about, I think, like $20-$25 right now, due to the fact that it's rumored that she's going to be appearing in Daredevil Born Again, so we'll have to wait and see. I saw that, like I said, I picked that up. Young Avengers #1, not Volume 1, but Volume 2. This is like another $30 book right here. Funny thing is, I found a copy of this for like $2.95 at my local Second and Charles in a previous haul video. And he had both Volumes 1 and 2 of Young Avengers, but Volume 1, you know, all of the big key, like, it was gone already. So I'm assuming when he said people came and picked before, a lot of the bigger stuff was picked. But it was random stuff, you know what I mean? So it kind of sucked, but hey, I mean, that's still a nice little key. I mean, so it's Volume 2, but nice book to have for $2 too. Come on. This is another book that I saw. He had not a complete set of Ed Brubaker's cap, but this is a nice little key itself. Captain America 34. First appearance of Bucky Barnes as Captain America. That's, again, another like $20 book or so. High grade. I mean, a lot of the stuff is pretty high grade. I picked up a variant cover of this a week or two ago at a New York or New Jersey Comic-Con convention, so saw that, decided why not. I already have a copy of that in the PC as well. This I was surprised to find because I already have issue #6, part 1 of the story, but this is part 2 of a 2-part saga, and this is the Punisher War Journal #7. This is also currently a hot book. He actually had #6 for $30 in his key bin, and then there was another issue of this that I saw, and it was, I didn't think it was as in good shape as this one, so I went with this one. But there were 2 other copies, and I'm gonna tell you that story in a minute when I get done doing the haul, because you're gonna love when I tell you what I missed out on. But still, great pickup. Like I said, just keys. This book I've been finding for a while now, and I'm speculating on it, and I think a lot of people are, but it seems like the value's been going up a bit on this. Captain America issue #16, first full appearance of Sin, the Red Skull's daughter, and $2 pickup. I found a $2 one at my Second and Charles, and I bought one for like $50 almost a year ago. But I mean, for $2, I mean, I can't pass that up. I mean, that's a really nice key right now currently. It's a great cover too. Like I said, he had a lot of the Brubaker run, but he didn't have like the first like 7 or 8 issues where you got like issue 1 being a key. I think issue 6, which I already own, which is the first Bucky and stuff. Winter Soldier was not in there, so yeah, I was kind of disappointing. But so happy to pick this one up. And the last key, this is the biggest book of the haul. However, I should have. Well, I'll tell you the story in a minute. What I should have done. This is Thor: God of Thunder issue #2, first full appearance of Gore and a few other appearances. And this currently is like a $50 to $80 book, depending. I know Gore is come and gone from the MCU, so there's no room for this to really grow. But, I mean, this is still a nice key in high value shape, and for $2, I was like, I'm picking this up. So this is it for the haul. Again, I bought all the books you just saw for $20. I think I did extremely well, and I'm happy. It was my first time, like I said, going out into the wild for sure, going off of a Facebook marketplace, and hunting. Now, I will say, it's my first time going out. I was a little overwhelmed. Because the guy, when he said there was already about 6 people before me, and like when I showed up, I was talking with him about the collection. Some of it was from his wife's or his fiance's uncle. that owned a shop, I think, something like that, and he was selling some of it. Some of it was his that he collected throughout the years. And then the clear bins that I picked up, like the Punisher War Journal, and were books that he bought at like a house just selling a bunch of stuff. I guess the guy was speculating on certain things. And anyway, when I was talking to him about everything, he said, yeah, about 6 people were here about an hour earlier just going through everything. So I was kind of already bummed because I'm like, man, I'm probably not going to find anything really big. And I mean, guys, I'm not hunting. I'm hunting for stuff that I know of, right? Now, I have a phone, I do, and I have Key Collector on that. And why I did not pull out my phone and use Key Collector, I do not know. But a good friend of mine, Pope of Chillytown, aka Mike, I texted him on my way home from there, and I just said, hey, you should get down here. You and Joe with 360 Comics. Joe couldn't make it, but Mike immediately texted me back, and he said, after I showed him the video, I told him I got everything for $20. He said, I hate you. And I said, why? And he's like, because I'm already meeting up with the guy tonight, later in the evening, to come look at the collection. And I was like, oh, man. So Mike was trying to go down Monday, didn't work out, or something like that, so he had to wait until Wednesday. So he goes down, he's hunting, and guys, I saw some books in there that I thought were keys. And by God, if you think you find a book that you think's a key or significant or something, pull it out, check Key Collector. I missed out on some good books. The biggest book that Mike found, and I looked right at this book, and I thought, it is not, I said it's an issue 1 of this character, but it is not, it's probably like a volume 2 or 3 or something, and I would have checked on Key Collector, I would have saw that, no, it's the first ongoing series, and it's worth about over $100 right now. The Serenity 1, which is rumored to be in Thunderbolts as the villain, missed out right on that sucker, man. And the funniest thing is, I went home, and later in the evening, I'm sitting there. I didn't think about it, but I'm sitting there, and I'm thinking, shit, isn't that the book I thought I saw? I wanted Key Collector. I'm like, I think that was. And something about that, and I text Mike that, and he couldn't believe I didn't grab it. And I told him, I'm this unexperienced, even though I've been doing this for almost a year, it's just going out and, like, when you go to a comic book shop or an antique store, it's one thing, but when you go out in the wild like this, and, like, I was already bummed out. I wasn't thinking, but my advice to anybody who's going to go out in the wild and go to a flea market, go to a yard sale, have Key Collector ready to go. If you feel like you've seen that issue and it might have some kind of value or be important, pull it out, go on Key Collector. It takes, less than 30 seconds to look something up. I missed out on that. The other book that he grabbed that I would have loved to pick up, but I don't know how I missed it. Because, and then the books were stacked, like, hard. So it was hard to go through everything. So maybe, and it wasn't a title that had a bunch of issues in it. But it was a Marvel, I think it was Marvel one-shot or 1 point. It's the first appearance of Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. I wanted that book. I could have gotten it for $2. Damn, that kills me. So, it is what it is. I missed out on some books, and happy for Mike, though. He picked up some really good stuff. And there was other stuff in there that he pulled out that were keys, but there's stuff in there that I necessarily just, they're either not for my PC or stuff I don't want. But I'm kind of going to get into the, changing that up, obviously, because I want to start selling back stuff and giving back to the community. And I successfully did our Instagram giveaway. We finally got that done. I'll be having another giveaway on Instagram. And once I probably hit 200 subscribers here on YouTube, we're going to do one here on the channel. But so anyway, guys, that's my little story, my experience in my haul. And for $20, I'm happy. I mean, even though I missed out on those 2 great books that Mike managed to pick up, I'm still extremely happy. I mean, other than the first 3 issues, which probably were like $2 or $3 a piece, everything after that, so the 8 books after that are all at least valued $15 to $20 more, and some are higher. So I usually made back my money and then some. But a lot of these books are going to the PC. Some of them, I may potentially put in the giveaway box. I'm thinking, because I have a few extra copies of stuff. And the funniest thing about this haul, if you didn't notice, I only had one DC book. That was a Bloodsport. This guy was pretty much an all Marvel guy. I think Mike only found like one or two DC books as well. I mean, the guy didn't have really any DC. I mean, it was just, oh, his uncle didn't either. It was just all basically Marvel, which you can't complain, man. Marvel keys are good keys, or rather, they're not keys. But, yeah. Oh, the other thing I missed out on was there was a couple more earlier issues of Thor God of Thunder, $20, $30 book, key books that I missed out on. I may hit this guy back up and go back and just re-go through the collection one more time, just to see if I can find anything, and update you if I do and if I don't. But yeah, guys, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I really just, I want to grow the channel and the community and everything. And Backed at Comic Fest is April 29th, which is this Saturday coming up. Hopefully this time, please, good weather. It seems like every Saturday the last month it's been raining, and then Monday through Friday is completely sunny. So we'll have to wait and see. But I'm hoping Backed Comic Fest finally goes down. But anyway, thanks guys. I appreciate it. As always, stay safe, take care of each other, and we will see you guys in the next episode of Josh's Comics.